Okay, I went ahead and finished painting the flesh tone. Now, most of you have watched the painting on the videos, and it's not that hard. You just go around it with the flesh tone and around the face. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my white and to let that dry. I've got me a little push pin here, but you can use a something small, and I'm going to go ahead and put the whites of the eyes in there. Go ahead and do that. I like the push pin because it's so small. See? The whites of the eyes in there. Sometimes it's hard to do this and show you at the same time. Just slip the whites of the eyes in there. Then we're going to let that dry. Okay. Now, I'm going to stick with my vintage white, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this. Use a little water. I'm going to take my white, and I'm going to kind of, let me get this, got a little red paint on there. And I'm going to take the white and just do this, in other words. Okay? I'm going to thin it out real thin, and then I'm slowly going to go over the hair with it. See what I'm doing? Just lightly go over the hair. It's just sort of like frosting the hair a little bit. Frosting the gray. Sort of give it a gray and white look. You'll be able to see it better as I go over the beard with it. But you want to thin that white out real light, so that when you go over it, it won't dominate the beard. In other words, it'll look like it's a part of it. See, like that. It doesn't look like it overpowers the hair, but it just lightens it, is what it does. And I do the same thing with a beard, kind of makes him look like a mountain man. See that? See that? There you go. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my Payne's Gray to make the eyes. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just stick it in there. Nothing out of the ordinary. There we go. Just like that. And we pretty much got our figure done, except for one thing. As I've told you before, I will take my small brush and I will use my red oxide, and I will do the same thing as I did with the white. I'm going to thin it out real heavy. Okay? Thin it out. And I'm going to use it on the cheeks. Just right here. To give the cheeks color. And the ears a little bit. The red just sort of tones down the flesh color. Like I said, a lot of people add the red to the, even on the hands I like to do it. Not heavy now, where it looks like, everything's red. But just like that. Now, what I'm going to do is, there's our little hiker right there. We'll look at him like that, in other words. A little bit more red on the cheeks right here. See how it just sort of doesn't give it that white look. Sort of gives it the to the hiker himself. Now I'm going to sit. Now let me let you see. See that? Not looking bad. Not bad at all. Now you can also, on this shirt, you can take and you can dot some black, black spots around to indicate that he's wearing a polka dot shirt. And that's another way that you can work this out. All right. Now I'm going to take him and I'm going to lay him aside. I'm going to take the canoe. Get some of the paint off some of these. Because all this painting is done before the antiquing solution. And I believe what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a brown on the... And now what I did is I took the canoe and all I did was just glue the little oar inside of it, in other words. Nothing fancy. Yeah, this is a woodsman, so he's not going to be... Now, what I wanted to do was